Nottingham Forest got 32 points with the points deduction, that is, last season. This season, after 17 games, just before pretty much at Christmas, we've got 31 points. On the day that Nuno has officially been in charge of Forest for a whole year, we do what we did today. A 2-0 win against Brentford, ending their unbeaten home run. Only the second time that they've lost at home since February. And that's not the first time that we've ended a streak. Liverpool, yes, just thought I'd throw that out there again. And I think it really shows how far we've come in this last year with Nuno, when you realise that not one of his early games, like one of his first 2 or 3 games, but quite early on in his tenure, mid-January, we played Brentford away from home and lost 3-2. And, you know, we scored 2 good goals in that game, but it was the same old story, losing 3-2, pretty poor defending in a relegation battle. You know, that was the situation. You fast forward nearly a whole year, we're now going to spend Christmas in the top 4 of the Premier League. Please don't wake me up from this dream, honestly. I could gladly stay here forever because this is incredible and very surreal, incredibly surreal for someone of my age anyway. And I think a lot of other people could relate to that. Anyway, let's just talk about the actual game itself, the team. Bit of a different team, really. Morato coming into the side, back 3. I thought that made sense because Brentford had been so strong at home and scored a lot of goals. And that's the thing, they still conceded goals because that's been their problem. They've scored a lot, but they conceded a lot. But we stopped them from scoring a single goal today. They still conceded 2, but they didn't score any. And we're the only team this season to do that to them. And I think Morato probably deserved to come in for sure and start because he is just an absolute unit at the back. He did have a bit of a hairy moment where he sliced the ball and we got away with it. But overall, what a fantastic centre-half we've got there. He came in, Alanga came in as well. This is for Dominguez and Yates. I didn't actually see the very start of this game, so I can't comment on the early stages of it, but I can comment on the most important parts, which is the goals and the way we saw this game out. Again, really impressive, just so slick as well. And I just think it's so incredible how much better we are now on the ball and just everything we do. You know, it's stating the obvious here, but we're so much more professional in the way we go about things, and you know, we just know, I think everybody just knows their role is what I'm getting at here. And it was 2 great goals again from us today. Nico Williams putting the ball in, Ola Aina with such a casual, cool finish. It reminded me of his goal against Villa last season at home, the way he just kind of strokes it into the back of the net. Just a really casual but calm finish. And you know, I always love it when Aina gets a goal because he's just such a brilliant player, such a great personality to have around, really, isn't he? So always happy when he gets a goal. Pretty early into the second half, Anthony Alanga doubles it, and fair play to Alanga. You know, he's been getting quite a lot of criticism, and I think deservedly. I think he'd admit that he probably deserved to be criticised because, you know, he wasn't playing at his best. He hadn't scored for a long time, and now he's scored 2 games in a row. And I do think Alanga, he is probably the definition of a confidence player. You know, I think every player, you know, they'll thrive on confidence, but Alanga's the sort of player where it kind of like just doesn't work if, you know, they're not in the right headspace, or it just doesn't. I don't really know if I'm stating the obvious there. I hope you understand what I'm saying about that. Alanga, when he's on it, he can be a really, really dangerous player. And I was really impressed the way he actually scored this goal, because it was a mistake from Lewis Potter from the get-go. He didn't know if he was going to win that ball, and Alanga pressing him really intensely and very high, wins the ball back, and a really good finish. And obviously it's not like a case of going to a back 3 at this stage because we were already in a back 3. You bring on Yatesy and Dominguez, showing up the team a bit there. It's probably the most defensive I've seen us set up this season, really, when you think about it. Not having, we had Hudson-Odoi on the pitch and Gibbs-White kind of playing a different role when Dominguez and Yates came on. Obviously still had Wood there, but yeah, a bit of a different sort of setup, but it worked fantastically. Again, another team finding it really hard to break us down. And I didn't feel like we were going to concede in this game. You know, we looked really, really solid. You know, there was the odd, you know, sliced clearance or, you know, lazy clearance. Maybe we could have played it out of danger a bit more, but overall, you know, we set up man to man really, really well. Made it very difficult for Brentford to find space, and I mean that's what you want, isn't it? That's the ultimate goal, and we did it perfectly, really. And this is a Brentford side that have been so free flowing at home, especially. Yeah, there've been two different teams at home and away this season. Brentford, great side with some great players, but we restricted them, and not for the first time this season have we restricted an excellent team. Liverpool, Chelsea, you know, Villa at home, obviously. It's incredible. And have I said that we're currently fourth in the Premier League table at the time of the win? Third. Obviously, Arsenal are currently beating Crystal Palace, so we are fourth. I'll take that. I'll take fourth, you know. I really will take fourth place. Gladly take fourth place. And, you know, I was watching Ola Einer's... Is it Einer or Aina? The commentators say Einer, but I've always said Aina. I was watching Ola, okay? Ola's interview, and he was asked about, you know, what the second half of the season is, and just he came out with all the, you know, regular answers, taking it game by game. But I think that's the way we should do it, really. We shouldn't really be getting too carried away about, okay, yeah, we can definitely make European football here, but we can certainly dream 100%. And I think particularly since that Villa win and that United win, I've really started to believe that it actually could be possible. And, you know, it's like Conference League could be like a minimum expectation the way it's going. And I can't quite believe I'm saying that. So let's just enjoy every moment of it, because we've waited a long time for this. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, which you surely have done, please hit the like button, subscribe to Rads if you're new, become a channel member as well. It goes a long way to supporting the channel. So please do that if you could. And yeah, what a win. Top 4 on Christmas Day. I'll have some of that. I do like that, you know. Thank you everyone for watching. Merry Christmas, up the Reds.